Cops. Eh? Baba, you are too much. Thank you. I appreciate that though. And that is where I'm going to draw the curtain this night. So we can take calls. Let's see if the line is going to work. So those of you who might want to react to this chat this evening, or you have one or two things to share with us as well. We have just about 50 more minutes and we can call it a night. But first, let me stretch my legs, okay? And then take a short break. When I come back, we shall take calls. But listen, thank you so much for being with me all evening so far. Like the broadcast if you have to leave, okay? And if you have already liked it, do not do that again. Just once is okay, right? So I'm going to be back in a minute or two. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. And I'm going to repeat the announcement tomorrow and then the day after tomorrow. There are two announcements, right? The first one is that as a platform, okay, I have started taking adverts. It's called promotional adverts. And I do welcome that from others because, I mean, I've got bills to pay to run this place as well. You know what I mean, right? So, and this first one I'm going to introduce to us from next week is going to be, what do you call it? A sort of a business opportunity. It's clean, it's clear. You know, I've done my background check on all of that. And then if you don't feel like it at all, you can always have your money back as well, okay? I am serious and I pretty want to say it beforehand, okay? I'll tell you more about it. So YouTube has granted me an opportunity where I can have, promotional videos during our broadcast, okay? And I mean legit stuffs, all right? Where you can be part of a growing global community. If you're looking to put some investment together for your own retirement, so to say, especially now that I know, more than 45% of my listeners are people in their 50s, 60s, okay? So you get to hear more of that, right? Also, I have a fundraiser coming up to support a young woman who is a trafficking, she's a trafficked victim that is now raising awareness among young people, vulnerable people in Nigeria that are being targeted by human traffickers. I told you that, I think I shared that with us a while back. Now, she is launching a book where she wrote about her experience and therefore raising more awareness within the local communities, in her space and in Nigeria. I want us to support her. I wouldn't mind $1, $5, £5, £10, £1,000. I don't know. We will raise funds for her. The purpose is to help majority of those young people who are in schools right now. They are those being targeted in rural communities in Nigeria. So we want this message of people being careful, not falling victim, right, to get a spread enough. So I am going to ask for your help, and I'm so serious. I know I won't be let down anyway, right? So this platform is going to give a huge support to her. I am thinking of bringing her up here, maybe a day or two before that fundraiser. So whatever we want to raise for her, go straight to her. We are going to share our details here, and she is going to tell us how much of our donation is coming to her so that we can know how to thank all of you the moment we are able to raise something. And I hope we can raise millions for her. It's not just for her. It's going to be for these young targeted, vulnerable young girls in Nigeria. And I'm going to need your help. So that's the second one. I'll tell you the last one later. Here is my first caller this evening. Hello.
Hello, my general, my good general.
African Wahala, Prince Adewale. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm very well. I'm just so happy to be a part of this platform, man.
God bless you. I'm happy to have you, Baba. Please.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for all what you do. Thank you. I can't even thank you enough, but thank you.
Yes, man.
Yeah. So, I was really bothered when I saw those people dancing in Oshogbo because they brought a caterpillar to start grading the road. These population was intentionally created. It feels like the politicians discovered how to create a population of people that will forever worship them. And I'm not even going to blame the people because they are just victims of this system. But what's unfortunate is when such a population exists in a large number, it becomes very dangerous for the rest of us.
Yes.
It becomes almost impossible for us to forge ahead until we maybe find a way to change their minds. These other people that make up our society, that they have already been enslaved. They are mentally enslaved people. And I'm not blaming them. This is not me trying to be disrespectful to them. That's their own life perspective. That's all what they knew. Their politicians intentionally created such people that will be forever enslaved or subservient to them. So the bottom line is, I encourage people to not blame them for what they are, even though they are detrimental to our lives. But if you can maybe come together, the people that are enlightened, and find a way to slowly, work on these people's minds so that they become normal human beings again and they stop worshiping their fellow humans. I think about it like
if in issue, right? People, this level of poverty, ignorance has been so weaponized that sometimes you feel like, where do we even start from? Remember the saying that we must all be very much afraid and then worried, by the way, of foolish people in large numbers, because they can elect a president. And that's the detrimental you talk about to the rest of us that might think we are enlightened. We have the large number of impoverished and ignorant people that have been weaponized by the rogue. So where are we going to start from?
I mean, people that live in countries, I'm not trying to give all the props to Western countries, but Western countries have done a lot for themselves. And for those of us from that contraption that live in Western countries, I bet you would agree with me that even the homeless people, the homeless poor people that have $0 in their bank accounts, they will never worship a politician. They will never dance because roads are being constructed.
No.
They wouldn't celebrate stuff like I'm talking about the people that are homeless that have nothing.
Yes.
So it's unfortunate that our people, I think what the main problem we have is our mentality. A large percentage of our population have this mindset of just being slaves. People are already enslaved, and it's very hard to come out of. That's why we are where we are, unfortunately. But yeah, that was my contribution for today. Thank you, General. Thank you so much.
You have a good one there, okay? The African Wahala. Here we have another caller. Hope this connects. Hello.
Mr. Mayogo, my brother, how you doing?
I am very well, sir. How are you?
I'm good, brother.
Yes, sir. Please.
Thank you for your good work.
Thank you.
You get one thing where I learned from you, Mayogo. I'm be very, very honest with you, and I'm very grateful to have known this thing. Say this is a long time,
Yes,
but each time I remember it, I just did memorize them. I'm talking about this protest where they do for Ojota, Tinubu, and Adeboye.
Occupy Nigeria.
Yes. Based on what you talk, I feel say this subsidy where Jonathan won't remove that period affected Tinubu. Now make it organized. Nobody saying that for the interest of the Nigerians. I don't know whether you understand what I mean.
Now it's all making sense now, as we can all see.
No. Yes, because when you say something, I try to reason. Say this man not be say they protest for interest of Nigeria. Maybe that subsidy. Now when he talk, maybe that subsidy affect them. If they remove that subsidy, we'll get what you need to get. Not be saying that because of Nigerian people. They make them organize all those people, carry all those people, put for road. Tunde Bakari, all those people where carry put. But now, where are those people? Where are they?
Now, grammar. You understand? Any of them you see talk right now. It's just about like grammar now. They don't care anymore.
I tell the truth, oh my God, I don't learn so many things from you. I don't go lie for you before God and man. I don't learn so many things.
There's so much to learn from
and the one where surprised me now, where surprised me past my good, this Titus fish, where they said the head for 18,000 naira. Fish.
See, before, that thing, you go where they sell fish, okay? Where they cut fish. You can go tell them, say, I won't buy this head. A person poor. I never believe, say, they don't pack head of fish for carton. They sell them separately. People they buy, on they share among themselves. 18,000 naira.
I go head of fish.
Nigeria. Titus. Frozen fish.
Tears run for my eyes when I see this thing. I don't say Yawa don't day. I swear to God. We have to wake up, or we have to fight these people.
Well,
I tell you the gospel truth. Now big time criminal organization. My God, I thank you, and I just a little contribution.
Thank you, Baba.
Because now you open my eyes.
God bless you, Baba. You take it easy, okay? Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
See, back in the days, I think I've shared this story with you before, right? When my family, when they were still young, Kofo and our siblings, every month, I would send them, I remember I would send them maybe 15,000. This was less than 100 pounds. And I'm talking about 11 years ago. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah. So an exchange rate then was probably about 230 naira, 220 naira to a pound. Then, as they started growing, their demand also started growing. So it became me sending 40,000 naira. 40,000 naira back then was almost 150 pounds or 160 pounds. Then Boko Haram happened and everything started going south. Today, if I tell you how much their monthly allowance is, so those of you who might think their exchange rate now is £1 for 2,000 something, Abi. Sending them 400, 500 pounds. sometimes we just be like, me praying inside me, like, I don't want to hear any emergency. So I spend more now than I used to spend back then. And it's always like it is not enough. It looks so big, but it's almost worthless. No thanks to APC. Now, my expenses have grown so much that whenever it is coming to the month end, I'm always like, man, you know what I mean? So in maybe another 2-3 years, I don't know where this is headed. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Mairo.
Dami, how are you, Baba?
Hello. Ekale Jare.
Kale, brother. Well, everybody.
Everybody is fine. Ebon, if I don't speak my mind tonight, I mean soon.
I'm glad that you got through then, Baba. So speak.
Honestly, because
and speak freely.
let me start from the fact that in 2015, I lost every sense of patriotism for Nigeria. That was when I realized how it was easy for the political class to deceive all Nigerians about Buhari's antecedents. And they showed us a dummy. Among my friends, then I was looking like the only fool because I was telling them, you people can read, see this, see that, bringing out a lot of articles that was written against Buhari when he first ruled. Yes, we're not alive, but we can read.
You get?
All of them were saying, it's a lie, it's this one, it's that one. I left them. After the entire thing, we all saw what happened. Then 2019 came. Somehow, I felt that, okay, maybe I can pick up some level of patriotism again. In fact, some of my friends also convinced me to contest for House of Assembly, then primaries. I put one or two together. My friends supported me as well. Personally, I spent about 3 million naira to champion the election.
Primaries.
Guess what?
What?
My name no the primary election list.
This is within the party. It's within party, not even within your party.
Yeah, within the party. My name. Oh my God.
Like Jam,
so that happened.
Your name came out and you said, no, my name don't come out.
My brother. So that happened and I'm like, oh no, I'm done with this country. And that was why when they were doing the election last year, the only thing I did was support Obi slightly the way I could. I mean, we're not out of Nigeria yet, so whatever we think could be done better, would support it.
I get you.
So that was what I did. But let me also add that last year was the time I now started eating being a Yoruba man. And up till now, I think every day I wake now, I see a reason why I get angry at myself as why you go dey the same tribe with these fools. Yes, we know Nigerians are foolish, but how about your tribe being at least a little bit sane? But that is not happening. And what caused that? When I realized that the whole Yoruba nation agitation was all a fraud eventually.
Do you know how disappointing that is for so many people?
I was disappointed. Sir, a lot of people know me to be an advocate of it. In fact, when they see me in my workplace then, I mean from 2020, people say, Yoruba nation guy, Yoruba nation. They say it and I'm happy to be a Yoruba nation because everything Nigeria, I am tired of it already. I mean, I was tired of it. Now, I called, I think about 3 days ago, telling you about what is happening in Yoruba land, how we cannot enter our streets and all of that. Now, look at what is happening to us again. God damn it.
In 2024, sometimes it just be like, how if we can see beyond, like the world beyond, okay? I would like to see Awolowo's reaction watching the Yorubas these days and be like, I want him to for free education for it to your long. It's the same Yoruba give the, like 2024.
And sir, this is happening in a state where Mulo Secondary School in state. I graduated from OAU. recently I went back to that state. The secondary school I graduated from, I could not recognize it because all the classes I attended, all the halls we used, they were now bushes. Igbo are like thick ones, and I'm not joking. And it's not as if I'm very, very old. I'm just a little over 30. So I mean, now it is that same environment. No one be caterpillar. See, I've always said something. No, I don't think anybody can save Nigeria, and I don't think anybody can even save Nigeria, Yoruba people. See, everybody in this region, I don't think anybody can save them, because okay, there's something that happens in Lagos all the time that I complain about, but people see it as pride. Wajini 4 a.m. Traffic mamu Wadebishe 9. Wakurumbishe 9. You get to your house back Wakurumbishe 4. You get to your house and you will be happy saying it to people. Ekola wa dibansheni oti ya were. Oh, money.
Some will even tell you that we don't make beko if you don't get touched, you don't feel live for a year. I say, but is that normal? How can that?
I mean, people don't even. They don't even understand what standard of living is called. They don't know why they shouldn't be poor. So how would then they have a clear head to fight for what is their right? How would they not continue to be enslaved by these idiots? Because at the end of it, if you near these politicians, you will realize they are idiots whom the only thing they have is money. See, Mr. Mayegun, let me just leave. That's my little rant tonight.
Let me tell you something. People like yourself still have their sanity. And that is why some of us decided that it's the hardest job to do, okay? To try to get our people to understand their situation. So we started a group called the Yoruba Union. So we went to all of the states in Yoruba land. We met with the people. We now discovered that our people, right, have been so impoverished that in their state of poverty, they have become accomplices to their own worst conditions, right? So we now felt like, you know what? If we continue to just give out handouts, and it will turn out to be what our people are eating right now is what they know. So we decided that, you know what, we are going to go back and strategize and then direct our support to these young ones. You see all those older ones now, they are like a dry fish. Trying to convince them that there could be a better Yoruba land than what Nigeria is offering them right now is like a lost battle. So we decided that, okay, you know what, we're going to go back to the drawing board, which is what we are doing right now. And very soon, the people like yourself, you have a reason to be proud again as a Yoruba, okay? You'll be part of something, right, that is going to do a regeneration, okay? It's like a recalibration of a thing. And it is a thankless job, okay? We will enter schools, we will enter dormitories, we will enter families, and from there, we will begin to reorientate our people. But you see those older ones, we are not attempting anything anymore on them. Rather, we will leave them with documents. You will hear
in fact,
I promise.
In fact, sir, I like what you just said about those older generation, not attempting anything on them anymore. Is the best thing. Let me tell you why I'm saying. Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Where I'm living, there is a fence around me. So at the back of my friends, there is an apartment there. There is a very notorious boy there, very lazy. Everybody knows he's lazy. I woke up one weekend in the morning and I heard his mom shouting on him and saying stuff. And I heard the mom, an old woman, saying something like, even boys that are doing Yahoo are doing a job. He should go out and work. I'm like, Jesus.
So
you are blaming a boy for being lazy.
We can't help them. We can't. Even no matter how much we think our people have become entrapped, they are also culpable. A lot of them have become entitled in that state. Here you get. And if you, it's like to us, it's like trying to pump water into the ocean. it's never going to make any effect. So we'd rather go for the children. Right now, what the Yoruba
Honestly,
Union is
it is
this.
better.
So that those children will now be the ones getting back home to tell their parents what they have